What up, gang? Hope you all doing good tonight, man. How's my audio? Just checking in as always. Ron, Jason, TML, Rye Guy, Elite, Cortez, what up, man? Thanks for the check and balance there on that. I'm just setting up my charts and stuff here, gang. I'll be ready in a bit here. What up, David? Bay J, what's up? Sanshan, Alan, Jose, iPhone 2 in the house. What up, man? Daily Moves, Nominoms. Hey, hey. Magnet Trades. What's going on, Preppy? Just setting up the chart, gang. Just setting up the chart. Let's go. You got your first payout approved today, eh? Nice job. Shout out to Ulesco in the chat. First payout. It's good work, man. Good work. Sai Jeremy, what up, man? Gold longs have been looking pretty good tonight. We held the New York low and pretty much bounced from there. Now we're hovering within a resistant area for gold. Andrea, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Just getting things set up as I normally do. Drop them thumbs up while you guys in the chat. I'll do a chart review in a bit, guys, as I normally do. Just getting my gold chart set up because I haven't had the chance to even get to this today. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy day. NQ, we're testing VWAP right now. I want to see how we react here because I do kind of want to take a short here just to see if we can play this continuation down. Let's see what this risk would look like. It's risky because I'm worried we might double bottom here, to be honest, but I also want to play on this weakness on the chart. for the intraday. What up, Tony Gold? Top of the morning, Stereo. Top of the morning. You know, I'm going to give this short trade a stab, and I might be wrong fairly quick if I am. Just trying to see how price reacts here right now. I'm going to take a stab at this gang. It's a 1 hour trade. What makes this trade exceptionally dicey is that with this opening volume, it does look like it wants to kind of play on that double bottom. So super high risk. Not an A+ setup whatsoever, guys. Normally I would actually long this, but I want to test this out to see if we can get some intraday weakness. I know there's a lot of buying pressure coming in right now, which is making me feel obviously unsettling, but I'll take my shot at it right now. This is not one that I would take a lot of emphasis on. So pretty strong buying off this 15. So I might get stopped up pretty quickly, actually. What's up, guys? If you're wondering why I want to test this, it's because I want to see if we would hold below VWAP with that 5-minute bearish spinning top. I want to see if we can hold that, but that 15-minute failure to go lower was a pretty strong bounce off Globex. So I don't know if this hour is just going to retrace the move we just lost in the last hour. We'll have to see here. We also did close off the last hour bearish as well. So what's going on, MDC? We'll do a chart review here, guys, in about 7 minutes. Fluba, you know, the tax question isn't about whether or not I feel comfortable. It's just that it may not be relevant because it's very different for every individual. My tax is all baked into a lot of different things. It's just not trading alone. So it's definitely something that you want to talk to an accountant about. I don't think anyone would never really want to give out tax advice or tax even opinions on that on stream, just because it's there's a lot of liability around that, right? So yeah, Ron, that double bottom was clean. That's why I said I'm countering what I would normally want to do, but I'm kind of genuinely curious if we can put in a continuation to the downside. Part of why I'm thinking about a continuation to the downside is because we did yesterday's daily bar did close underneath of the pennant. So I'm kind of curious if that might give us a little bit more of a space to move down. So I did capture a short earlier on already. I'll talk about this all the way during my chart review. I already captured my trade for my Top Step account. So for those who just don't remember, I've talked about this last stream. I did request for my payout on all 4 Top Step accounts, and I shorted the Top Step accounts again today. So I got my hit that I needed on those accounts today already. TPT as well, I've also taken a trade. I have a daily payout locked in on that account already as it is. I also posted on Instagram that 10-4 prop firm. I locked in 2 of the daily payout accounts already. One that I longed on stream with you guys. The other one I shorted after the stream. Both in which locked in my $1,000 payout. So I got 2 10-4 payouts, TPT payout, and 4 Top Step payouts yesterday. So today I've locked in my trades for my Top Step. I've locked in my trade from one of my TPT fundeds. I now have full 5 funded accounts with TPT again because remember I told you guys I was flipping micros to see if I can get those accounts funded. So I'm 5 funded now with TPT as well. Yeah, so we'll see what we got. So right now the account that you see that's on a trade right now, this is a 10-4 account. It's not either of the 2 that I had claimed a payout on. It's another account that I had gotten funded. So I'm just trying to see what I can do with it. But yeah. You know what? Considering that I was the first ever payout request for 10-4, it went pretty smooth, actually. It went pretty smooth. Like, I'm talking like the first one ever. Like, I'm not just the first trade. Like, you know how sometimes when you like get a first payout with like a Lucid or Tradeify because they're like, it's the first time for you as a user. I'm not just the first time user. I am the first time ever 10-4 prop firm payout. So they had to actually kind of build the payout map for me along the way. So it all worked out. I got my payout, got into my Rise account. I already withdrew it. So considering I was the first one ever, not too shabby, to be honest, right? Like, there could have been so many errors with it, but I think it went pretty smooth. It was a very different experience for sure. Yeah, so like Top Step was like 8K, TPT was about 3, and then 10.4 was about 2, essentially. Yeah, MDC, man. The longs on NQ makes sense, man. I mean, I saw Ron captured 40 points of the upside. I mean, that was very clean. That was a very clean upside trade. I'm going to switch away from this chart for a bit here, just because the chart that I'm actually looking at right now, because that's, as you guys know, the FF indicator chart is always behind me. So the one that you're seeing right now is the one that's behind me. So I'm just going to switch to the one that's in front of me right now, just so I can go over the chart a little bit better with you guys. Give me a second here. All right. So, you know, when I was talking about it, is that you can see here already, right? We looked like we were trying to bottom tap the Globex area to see if we can go longs. So I tried doing that. I mean, sorry, I normally would have tried doing that, but like I said, I do want to see if we could play on this intraday weakness. You guys can see here already that this blue line, if you'll see later on when I zoom up, but this blue line was the daily pennant. And we held, look at over New York, guys. We literally held beneath that trend line, right? Now, there was a lot of other things that gave us reasons to hold below it as well. So I am kind of looking for us to move lower tonight, which is the reason why for the short. So yeah, that first bullish move out of the gates was a little anxiety driving for a lot of people, I would imagine, if you were in that trade with me. But I don't know, we'll see. I again, like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm very much okay with it. I have a reason for why I want to short this. If I was in longs, I would have been out already. I'll tell you that right now, because the 50-minute bar that closed before this session, our stream opened, I would have longed that move, and that would have been in and out fairly quickly, like kind of what Ron did earlier. Yeah. Anyways, that's I just wanted to just show you guys the chart just so that you guys can see. So guys, just so you guys know, earlier on already, I know one of my I don't want to say top students, but he kind of is, because he's made like so much payout this year already. He's over 6 figures already as it is. It's the Goofy, the guy that I always post about on my Instagram. He caught this reversal long to the upside, which I'm not even surprised at all. If I wasn't already, I was starting my day one of the mentorship program today, so I was teaching between 5 and 7, so I didn't capture any of this. But I did manage to capture the longs up here on Top Step, and I did manage to catch the short period here down here as well for my take profit trader. So those were the 2 accounts that I've managed to lock in trades on. So again, Top Step was the only prop that I copy trade on, so I got that locked in already. And I did one of my TPT fundeds, and I shorted that as well. So now that I have my 4 TPT fundeds, 5 in total all together, and I have my 10-4 accounts, essentially now I have 4, 5, 9, 3, 4. I have 13 funded accounts now between 10-4 trading, Top Step, and TPT. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Renati, good to see you, man. What's up, Trade Wop? Yeah, drop a like and subscribe, guys. Let's get up to that 200 thumbs up sooner than later. I know. And that's the thing too. That's the reason why I don't like, when I'm already in the funded phase, I don't spend too much time trading evals again. I know sometimes the old me would try to build accounts. You know, sorry, I'm just gonna switch over to my other trade so you guys can see the trade while I talk to you guys. Like normally, right? Like I would back in the day, I would work on building evals while I am half funded. But these days, just due to time, I don't do that anymore personally. I think that once I get my funded, I just focus on that. And you know what? If I end up blowing all my fundeds over the course of a period of time, then I'll accept it and I'll just rebuild all over again, right? So it's not really the end of the world to me. I find that I like doing this better too because I don't want to overexert my resource of mental capital, not just physical capital, but also mental capital, right? All right. I'm contemplating. I feel like I want to do a trade review, but at the same time, I don't want to move away from my trade screen. You know, I'm just going to set my alerts here. Set my alerts here. I'm just going to do the trade review, guys. I will just put it in my... give me a second here. I'm just going to note it here. In a short at 29,417.75, targeting 29,362.25. I'll leave it there just for anyone who's hopping in on the stream and wondering if I'm in the middle of a trade. There it is. All right, man. Welcome to Project 365, guys. My name's Alan. Azheng Trades here. I am the pre-London host. I am one of 5 hosts. Ron G streams before me. The Jake Ricci, the GOAT, streams the New York session. Lamelli and Mitch then follows through in the afternoon session as well. What Project 365 is basically a community of 5 traders from the Rake Trades community, where we are hosting 10 hours a day, 5-6 days a week, talking about everything trading and a little bit extra as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Lamelli talks about fitness, because the guy's jacked as Jack can be. I know I myself can talk a lot about things like business and corporate development and stuff like that as well, just based on my professional background. But we are here to provide as much as possible as far as value goes to the community, right? So all we ask is drop a like and subscribe. It really helps us a lot. We're still trying to grow in the space here. So every little bit will go a long way for us, and that's what we're trying to do. Okay, we're trying to really get out there and reach as many people as we possibly can. I do have the slower session, which generally means that I have more of an opportunity to chat with you guys. So if you guys have questions, feel free to drop comments in the chat box. Now, while I do the trade review, though, I won't have the time to be able to engage in the chat until after I'm done the chart review. So as usual, what I'll do is I'll talk about the NQ, I'll talk about gold as well, and I'll talk about essentially what I took today, which I kind of briefly did already, but what am I looking for throughout today, and then also how could we have traded the session leading from our stream yesterday coming into today, okay? So with that, I'm gonna dive right into this. Again, I see 300 of you guys here, so definitely drop a like on the stream, man. It means a lot and helps me out. All right, let's go straight into the weekly time frame. So right now in the weekly bar, we have pretty much, I don't want to say wiped out because it sounds like we demolished it, because we didn't. We did tag beneath this prior weekly bar candle, which is kind of like, again, not that big of a deal because we've been kind of squeezing in this pennant and we've been ranging, essentially, is what we've been doing, right? And we are currently 2 days into the week, so it could be still anybody's game. This is the daily pennant that I was talking about, guys. This is the daily pennant, and you can see here what I meant by yesterday we actually closed underneath the pennant. Now, take it for a grain of salt, because really it doesn't mean a lot until we can breach and close beneath the channel that I have down here. I have a channel between 29,267 to 29,160. I'd love for us to get a daily close beneath that if we think that we might be able to move further and further down on the NQ. So we'll see. I mean, it could be anybody's game at this moment in time. I'm still kind of in the mindset of we're still ranging, right? I don't think we're going to have that breakthrough necessarily just yet, but I'm watching. I'm watching to see what the chart does here for us, okay? On the hourly time frame, as I mentioned earlier when I first started, and why kind of looking for shorts as well, we did put in an hourly sell bar, although yes, we are testing this Globex opening print at 29,373. I am looking for us to continue to the sell side on this hourly candle that we just locked in on this time frame here, okay? Now, on the 2-minute time frame, I already talked about the nice long trade we could have taken off here. I talked about the top step trade that I took over here as well, where I longed off this kind of double bottom setup here. And then the short trade I took on TPT coming to the downside here. Okay. Now, coming from the session before, right? As you guys know, you saw the trade output that we had and the long that I took on stream, which basically locked in my first ever payout with 10-4 trading, which was with 2 minis, NQ longs, and I rode that bugger all the way up and cashed in $2,500 in profit on that upside trade. I then talked about, if you guys remember, I mentioned that what I was looking for after London was for price to break above into this area and have a fake out. And if we have that fake out, I would look for a short. That is exactly what I end up doing. I ended up taking a short with this fake out, and I caught the short to the downside, which is how I took the second 10-4 prop firm account and brought that to payout. And that's how I secured 2K with 10-4, being the first trader to take a payout with the new prop firm. So far, by the way, the firm's been amazing. I mean, they're still learning. There's a lot of learning curves for any new prop firm, so you always got to be patient with them, which I've been very patient and understanding with. But I would say, all things considered, the team's been rallied around very nicely and ensuring that, we as traders are taken care of. If you checked out some of their plans are freaking amazing. Great drawdown ratios, easy rules to trade as well. So I really like them. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents on that. But same thing as well, if you guys decide to go with that prop firm's 10-4. I'll show the dashboard later on as well, because I really do like the dashboard. I will share with you guys later. But code RAKE does work with 10-4 as well. So if you guys do buy accounts with 10-4, use code RAKE. You'll get the best discounts with that. They're in the soft launch phase, so I don't know if you'll be able to get with them just yet. But when they go public, just kind of keep that in mind, okay? Anyways, enough about the prop firm. Coming in here, as we can see, that channel that we talked about, going into the pre-market, we had a nice double top there, short side trade. And then this NQ trade was very beautiful. Now, as you guys know, I don't really trade the New York session often, but I really did like what we ended up doing here. We came up, we opened, and we held in underneath the channel. We held beneath the 200 EMA. We closed back beneath the opening print. We set a lower high in at the New York opening print here, offering a great short trade opportunity to the downside. So anyone who was trading New York today, I hope you guys caught that short. It was very clean, especially with the way that we broke beneath and closed beneath that daily trend line that I've been talking about, right? You can see here that we did have a little bit of support at that level, but in the end of the day, it wasn't enough for this downward selling pressure that we ended up continuing to move downwards, you see. What was beautiful, and again, I wasn't able to take this trade, but what was beautiful was that, and just give me a second, I just realized the music has stopped here, so I'm just switching back the music here. Give me a second. What we can see here is that we double bottom at the channel at this 29,282 area. It's been on my chart for weeks on weeks now for the stream. Beautiful double bottom. Anyone who caught this long, that was a nice trade to the upside. And then we ended up hovering here. We hovered here where the trend, that daily trend line was. We grinded right before we came down. And this was another beautiful short trade. Again, I didn't trade the New York session. I'm just capturing, if you were to pay attention to the reference points I've been chatting about, you would have been able to capture this trade, right? Coming into today, it did the exact same thing. That same area that I talked about, that you could have double bottomed off of, that you could have taken the power hour longs off of, we once again had a nice trade setup that lined up for the longs. And Goofy, I don't know if you're on the stream or not, because I know you tend to tune in quite often. Shout out to you, brother, for doing it again, because you're on fire as always. I'm super proud of your progress. Looks like we're starting to move our way down here, guys. As you guys know, I am targeting this dotted line down here is the target for the trade that I'm in. For those who are hopping on stream right now, I did show my live trade. I've been showing this trade since the very beginning. I know sometimes people get really all caught up in like, Alan, why did you hide your trade? Look, I'm not intentionally ever hiding my trade. Sometimes if I'm doing trade reviews and stuff like that, obviously I can't do both at the same time, but I am in the short trade. When I first entered the trade, it didn't look good for me. I'm not going to lie. It did really look like it was going to kill me there. We'll see. I think that if we can break beneath the lows here, we will, like the lows as in Globex, I really do think my target is fairly reasonable to hit. So we'll see. If we end up double bottoming on Globex here, then I might get tapped out here, which means that I will not move my stop loss into break even, but I will move my stop loss down just from a structural perspective, right? Like even right now, I would say it's very valid for me to even move this down slightly a little bit here because there you go. Yeah, just because as of right now, if you think about it, that's our lower high there. So I'm not interested. I mean, if it takes me out, then it takes me out. Just trying to see if there's any other spot that I could. I'll do that. Anyways, so yeah, coming back to my chart review, sorry. What I'm looking for right now is primarily, I am bearish on this right now. I do want to see us go further down. If we do come back down here and tag this area, I'd be interested in like scalping some sort of a 1-hour trade, just because there is quite a bit of buying going on down here. So I'm interested in that. If we manage to break beneath this, a break and retest is essentially what I would look for beneath the zone here to see if we could continue lower. And that's my short sentiment on the NQ. If we manage to hold, whether it's the Globex opening print or hold beneath that 29282 area, then you know what? We might just trade the range. We might just swing up and down throughout the day, and that's okay too. We'll see what the market has to offer. Let's not force anything that we don't need to force. Trade the plan as always, right? Yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on the NQ at this moment in time. Just gonna read through the chat here quickly before I go on to the gold trade review. Just got funded in TPT. Just made 600. Should I take it out? Is it going to be like a 3-day withdrawal and buy more accounts? Gustavo, when you say you just made 600 on your funded account, are you like $600 over the buffer? Is that what you're referring to? If you are, absolutely take the payout. If you're not able to take the payout even if you want to. So, ADHD brother, good to see you, man. Thought on Alex G make 1 million in trading. I don't know who Alex G is, and I have really no opinion. If a trader makes $1 million, congratulations to him is my only thought. Looking fresh. Thanks, Amon. Appreciate it, man. Caught the 20-point VWAP rejection right on, Woozy. What's going on, Adam? Jay Sullivan, what up, man? Jay Cap, good to see you, man. Trading game. What's up, man? Revnir. The new firm is 10-4. Stuart, good, how's it going? Good to see you, man. I took that 200-point short in NQ on mine. Nice. Way to catch that short trade, Elite. I guess I should show the trade now while I'm chatting actually with you guys. What's going on, Bass Trade? Harjeet, is there kind of, yeah, just reach out to me on Instagram, man, if you guys want to chat about things like that. I'm already going through a program with the group that I have right now, but if you want to book one-on-ones, more than welcome to do that. I've held Globex a few times. Yes, we have. Account giveaway. I will do it later on, but I need some thumbs up on the chat. There's almost 400 you guys, and the amount of thumbs up we have is quite sad. Yeah, Gustavo. Okay, so you answered my question. Yeah, man, you gotta get over the buffer. Is that a 50K TPT account or what? What size is your account, man? Azheng. If I'm killing your name, I apologize. My stream starts at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, man. Discovered your stream last night. Originally passed on it as found it odd. The AI face and the thumbnail didn't look like you. I was glad I stayed. That's so shit. What's up, man? Yeah, I know. The thumbnail throws people off. You know, I think it's really hilarious that people still hop on the stream sometimes and actually think I'm Rake. Like, I don't even look like two completely different people here, guys. Just saying. Oh, MDC, is that right? Okay, yeah, see, honestly, guys, like, just think about it this way. You know what the flaw is in today's society is that we over-consume data. My words of advice to you guys, for who are on the social space, don't spend too much time watching content that really just does more of a negative mindset and a disservice to you than anything else. Follow and watch content that actually enrich your life. Your brain capacity does not deserve to be absorbing garbage content. So I don't know who that person is, but I don't really care personally, to be honest, because I focus on me. If there's something to learn from another trader, I'll be more than happy to reach out to that trader and chat and talk shop. But yeah, man, for me, I personally just steer clear of things like that. So I had no idea who that person was. What up, Kenji? Hope you and the little one's okay. You got your 2 TPT 50K accounts at 4,800 and 4,000. Hey, JCap, that's a beast, man. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. Am I going to hit TP, guys? Are we going to get another short trade, guys? We're looking pretty good so far. We're looking pretty good, guys. What started off as a really bad trade, which looked like a really bad trade, is potentially working out, guys. Let's get this TP, guys. Well known by a lot of people at MDC. Sorry, yeah, I had no idea, man. Jesse James, man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm really hoping that my profit target hits here, guys. I wish I could show you guys my dashboard and I show you this at the same time, because the 10-4 dashboard is actually so live that I actually see the dashboard updating dollar by dollar as price is also moving on my trading view chart. For some of you guys who are watching this and wondering how is it that I can see the P&L bracket and you think I'm paper trading, I'm not. Everyone here knows I'm not. This is actually StoneX. StoneX is the platform that is used with 10-4 prop firm. So just an FYI in case you guys are wondering. I swear this tick stuff happens to me way too often, guys. No jokes. This happens way too often, guys. I'm a hybrid in Canada. Hybrid in what way, MDC? Have I seen any of the Tradeify streams? No, I don't have time to watch streams. I know that sounds very ironic because you guys are watching me right now. But like, even doing this stream, I'm squeezing in, like, these are 2 hours that I would normally be sleeping. All right, TP hit, guys. Let's go. Just so you guys know, that trade just locked in another daily payout with 10-4 trading. That is my 3rd account now that I've locked in another payout with. And I'm going to show you guys, because as always, I'm very transparent about this, even though I know you guys don't need me to be this transparent, but I will. I will show it. Give me a second here. I gotta share the screen here, guys. My apologies, my apologies. Where is my screen capture? Sorry, man. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Don't rush me. There you go, guys. That's the one I just took. $4,800 P&L locked in, ready to go. That's a daily payout in the making right there. Anyways, just catching up with the chat here again. Do you use the opening print as a level in terms of what you would do? Yeah, I reference opening prints, absolutely. It's not a be-all end-all, but I reference it. That red line was a level. Bruce Wayne, that was a level. Believe me, I did the trade review already, and I was bearish, hence why I got my target just now on that short trade. Losing money as part of learning how to trade is a normal process, man. Thanks, Lance. Blasmir. Could we retest Asia Low? Yeah, man. I mean, I did talk about that on my trade review earlier. Just get out. It's close enough. I know. Do I stress you guys out, guys? When I'm in a trade, I'm literally getting wicked out constantly. Does that stress you guys out? NY Celeb. Day 2. Tradeify. Nice. What was my entry? I literally have it on the screen, gang. It's right here, and I showed it earlier as well. Sorry, I don't mean to be sound like I'm being sassy here, but I'm not too sure when you hopped in. But I showed my trade earlier when I took it, and I also showing you on the screen exactly my entry point here as well. Yeah, thanks ADHD. I know, eh? That's crazy. That short trade, man. If you guys were here from the beginning when I entered that trade, that thing went against me really fast at first, actually. So I actually thought I was gonna get stopped out real quick, but glad I was able to lock that in. Yeah, it's 10-4 trading, guys. 10-4 trading. Oh. Nominum still holding the runner, eh? All right, best of luck, man. What's your target, by the way? I wanna watch that trade for you, man. What's your target there, Noms? What fund is it? It's 10-4 trading, 50K daily payout account. Lance, doing good, man. Why was 362 a price target? Because I didn't want to overshoot my shot. Me securing that 362 actually pushed me over the edge already, actually, now that I think about it. Let me take a look. Yeah, I'm good. It's exactly what I need. I have to check the balance there. It was exactly what I needed to get my payout. That's why I stopped there. I don't want to overshoot. That's a max payout for me already. Thanks, Tony. Mayarm, a consistency rule basically means that for the account, the highest trading day is the equivalent. So if you have like a 40% consistency rule, you would take your highest trading day as the height of it, and you're dividing that by the overall balance, and that gives you your consistency rule. If you actually look at the prop firm specifics, it shows you all that. So just check the FAQs. Do I think 28,930? I don't ever shoot for big moves like that. Like, not during these sessions. So I can't really say if for those who are asking me, do I think we can hit all the way like down here? I don't speculate for big moves like that, especially not during this session. 29,321, 29,321, and 50. Okay. All right, I got you, Nominums. Wishing you the best of luck on that trade. 10.4 is brand new, so it's still on the soft launch phase, guys. It'll be out soon. I'm just there's a group of different individuals that are internally testing it right now, and I'm one of them. But yeah, I'm glad to be able to claim the accolade title of getting the first payout ever for that firm. Okay, JCap, yeah, man, but there's no intraday trail and drawdown. I don't talk about everything regarding my strat on any YouTube video. It's a lot for me to go through, and it's not, personally, I find that I do people a disservice by simply just saying how do I trade, because I think there's a lot more to it than that. If you were to ask any of my students, they would tell you the same thing. There's a lot of mentals that goes behind the way that I trade. But I do share my entries and all that stuff on stream, though, all the time. I do chart reviews and everything as well, so I'm not being super guarded about that stuff. It's just that it's more to it than just me saying take a trade here because that's my strategy. And I'm a price action trader, by the way, for all the guys who are new here. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not an expert on 10.4, guys. I'm still playing around with them at the moment. I'm actually on a TPT Pro account now. That's the next account that I'll trade. Oh, 3 payouts before live. You're gonna get into your real account. MDC, what do you mean? What's the question? Sorry, can you rephrase that? Yeah, it's end of day, man. It's end of day. For anyone who's trading that's learning, I would say MNQ. I trade NQs. I only trade NQs, so I'm like not exactly fair to follow that. But yeah. I would not long the NQ here. No, I don't. I wouldn't do that personally. I'm not saying that we can't bounce here, but I'm not interested in longing here. Thanks, Preppy Man. Get some sleep. What's the payout continuity program? What do you mean by that, net worth? I'm going to do the gold trade review now, by the way, guys. All right, so the weekly bar ended up tapping the opening of the prior week's bar there. So let's see if we have the momentum to move up off that weekly failure to go lower. Maybe if possible, maybe if we can close off and close off the gap by the end of the week, maybe we might have a little bit of a move up to kind of like play on that lower high on the larger time frames. Daily time frame wise right now, we are opening and we are bullish. We opened at the bottom of the wick though, so that was kind of a gap down on the day overall. So we'll see maybe if we close off the gap and continue further down. And that's assuming with the bearish sentiment, right? If you guys remember what I said on the streams, I was looking for us to hold beneath this triple level spot up here, which we did. So now that we are down here, we'll see if we can play on that continuation to the downside for gold. Is there an opportunity for us to play longs? Yeah, I mean, we've been bullish all night long. But, I mean, honestly, depending on how this hourly bar closes, if we close beneath the 4136 level, I'd be open to short in gold, just to play on the continuance of the short sentiment on gold. Otherwise, over the course of the session coming from yesterday, you can see here that we did pretty much consolidate between levels here before we had that big move up during the pre-market. But again, that was very short-lived. You can see here that we ended up topping the day. And we pretty much just held beneath the level and the opening print there and started grinding back downwards here. I'm not too sure what news or what things accelerated this move down later on, but you can see here that once we breached back beneath the level and my channel here, we ended up triggering a bigger sell-off later on throughout the New York session. Again, I didn't trade the New York session, so I'm just speaking on based on what we talked about on all of our streams. Coming into the Globex session today as well, Globex ended up becoming a key support level for us, which is essentially where we could have longed to capture this move to the upside. So far on the day, assuming that you would have caught the trade from down there, you'd be up about 29 points on gold right now, which is a lot, right? I mean, on 1 minute, that's $2,900. So all in all, pretty solid. Just trading trailing drawdown. Yeah, usually Raider Sanchez, when I trade trailing drawdown, intraday trailing drawdown, which is, I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. Have a good night, Bruce. Is that I would take minis and I would trade them like 1 hour at a time just to make sure that I don't get wrecked by the intraday trailing. I'm looking to froze with a 50K daily payout. There is a 26% on those accounts, right? Yeah, net worth is a $2,600 buffer, exactly. So that's why for my trade today, I locked in what I locked in, because that ensures that I have the $1,000 over the $2,600 buffer for me to get my max $1,000 payout as the daily payout for that account. Hopefully that answers your question, man. How's the NQ doing right now, anyways? NQ is trying to hold beneath Globex right now. Took a long at 7:30 p.m. Depending on your entry, Vernati, that might be... Oh, 424, that's what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, it could be a little aggressive, right? It could be aggressive, and I only say that just because of like where VWAP was. Like for me, I took more of the higher low retest of the trade is where I longed it on my Top Step account. But yeah, I would say it's a little on the riskier side. GG Stream, what's up, man? You entered a short trade at a level on ES. The trade went good, so I put stop loss break even that stopped me out before going lower. Sorry to hear, man, but that's the reason why I don't move my stop losses to break even. If I have a trade thesis, I'm going to let it play out. Unless market structural shift changes, I'm not moving my stop loss. What do you think of trimming risk amount after several losses, or do you keep all trades risk the same? So that your question there, my friend, is actually kind of two in the same, right? If your strategy is to take trades and trim all the time, then keep doing that, right? Otherwise, if not, then don't do it. Like I almost feel like whichever you decide to do, it's best to keep it consistent in that regard. Correct, JCap. Everything is end of day drawdown. 410-4. No intraday trailing. Everything about that prop firm in terms of how the rules were put together were designed by traders. That's the reason why they're so trader friendly. So yeah. Wandering Wealth, if you're up 4K, take the damn payout, man. Take the damn payout, my man. I'm not. I know everyone's gonna give you their own opinion, and that's obviously up to them to decide that, whatever works for you, right? But I'm the guy that will always say take the payout. If you have an ability to take the payout, take the damn payout, right? Because taking the payout will pay off most of your investments, right? And then you need it for your mentals, for the sake of your mentals. You need it. Take the damn payout. I don't care, Buggy. There's too much to watch on the chart already. Like, if you knew how I traded, there's way too much that I'm observing. I'm not looking to add another layer of observance. So I don't care for what ES is doing, and I don't care for what ES's divergences are doing. I know it's a strategy of trading. There's nothing wrong with it. I always say this, right? When I make comments like I don't care about it, I'm not saying they don't work. I just don't want to layer in any more things to my trading that is gonna be, you know, going against the grain of what I'm trying to do here. So personally, not important, right? Now, with that said, the only thing that I'm potentially looking to bake into my trading in the future, and I say this only because it might coincide with how I trade already nicely, is potentially looking at things like order flow, but not something that I'm like gonna hop onto tomorrow. Nominums, man, I'm rooting for you. We're getting close. We're getting close to your take profit. Yeah, man, I'm rooting for you. We're cheering for Nominoms in the chat here. She's got a last contract here at 29,321.5. 10-4. 10-4 is the prop firm. But it's soft launch right now. So you guys, unless you guys are part of the internal groups that have been given the soft launch code, you won't be able to buy accounts with them just yet. Because they're still going through that phase, you know. Just because there could still be a lot of issues, right? They don't want to take on too many of the masses right out of the gates. Otherwise, it's going to cause them a lot of problems, technologically speaking. This dotted line is Nominom's target here in the chat. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're so close, Nominoms. Hey, take profit right there. Right on. Shout out Nominoms, catching that trade. What a banger. What a banger. Yeah, ADHD, I know. I'm a little oddball like that, but it's just how I trade. Mitch M8957, 100%, I agree with you, man. $29,256. I hope you can get that target, but that's going to be a bold move, my friend. Let's see. We'll see. Hopefully you get that. Why you don't trade New York session? Which sees you trade then? Reason. Go trades. I gotta try to decipher what you're trying to ask me there. I don't trade New York because I reserve my mornings for my family and I reserve it for my business. So if I can just think about it this way, if I can already extract payouts out of just trading Asia, why would I overextend myself and trade New York if I don't have to? Mr. Ford, take it easy, man. Andrew Nguyen, who is your girlfriend? You got my piqued interest here, man. Valima, I did talk about this earlier on. I'm looking for us to see if we can tag into the lows here of this 282 to 267 kind of channel spot. If we can get a strong failure here, then I'm interested in maybe just taking some longs on that, but we'll see. Nominoms, right on, man. Killer day, man. Lock that bugger up. How quick can you get out of trades when doing a funded challenge? Anthony, are you asking me physically how quick can I get out of them? Or are you asking about what the rules and policies are? Asia's losing all the steam and getting back to Asia lows. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. No way, your girlfriend's Julia? That is too freaking funny. Yes, I do know who she is too. That's cool, man. Small world. So obviously that means you live here, so. Rules and policies. Every prop firm's different, man. You have to read the specifics to your prop firm. Some prop firms have a micro scalping rules, some don't. Thanks, El Capitan. Appreciate it, man. Is taking 25 contracts too risky? I cannot tell if you're joking right now. You talking 25 minis, dude? I've been trading for 6 years, coming on 6 years now. There is no one thing that makes a trader profitable. It's a culmination of everything. Swing trader, man. I'm genuinely curious. 25 micros or 25 minis? I've never used Bookmap before, Juan, but you know what? I think that there's a lot of value in being able to know where things are on the chart always. I know a couple of guys. I know Joel in the Ray Trades Discord looks at Bookmap all the time, and he's had a lot of success using that. So, but I don't know enough to talk about it, though. Calvin, no, I'm not in a trade anymore. I already exited my short trade. I caught a $2,200 trade earlier. Who net worth? Whose live program are you asking about? Sorry, just want to make sure. One point TP 5 minis. US 100 cash CFD. Again, are you talking minis or micros? I don't trade CFD, so I can't speak to that. If you're talking like the value of 25 minis, you're insane. That's like disgusting risk. Like you're gonna blow your account so fast. You want me to look at gold? Sure, I can look at gold. Yeah, the legacy account. I know, man. When you have that much drawdown, it's wild. Yeah, 25 minis. That's just a heart attack in the making. I've never put on 25 minis on a size before, but that's insane. I remember, if you guys remember when I used to full port the evals with TPT, those 15 minis. 15 minis on 15 points is $4,500 already. I can't even imagine what it's like trading with 25 minis. That's insane. If you're in a funded build the account to 1,300, then take a big loss, 2K. So count as minus 300. Is the account dead or DL just come into play? ZVic, that is so dependent on what prop firm you're talking about. Every prop firm is different, so you have to be very specific when you ask those questions. Net worth, I actually don't know how the live program works. It's like they literally just soft launched, so it's too new. JCap. The daily payouts, I don't think so. I don't think it's 3 payouts. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, you're right. It is 3 payouts. I didn't even notice that. I was looking at the Origin account earlier. Yeah, you're right. It's 3 payouts. What's the like goal tonight? Oh, well, I'd like us to get to 200 at least, man. I always find it quite fascinating. We're almost at like 500 of you guys on stream, and we don't even have 200 thumbs up. I'm a little sad, guys. I'm a little sad. Especially after that solid short trade that we just caught together as well. Mitch M, that's insane. If you're in an intraday trailing drawdown account, if you made 1,300 and then you lose 2,000, again, it depends. It's an intraday trailing drawdown account. ZVic. So I can't answer that question because I don't know where your intraday trailing is. The price moves with it. So even if you made $300, $1,300, but you have intraday trailing in there, you might blow before that. But either way, I think $2,000 is the floor to that account anyway. So you're dead. You're dead in the water. MF rapid accounts don't have daily loss limits. Which prop firm account type do you trade? I've maxed out with 5 different prop firms already. So the prop firms I'm trading today is Top Step, Take Profit Trader, and also recently just trialing a new prop firm as well called 10-4. But no point because that's soft launch, so you guys can't touch that just yet anyways. Usually I trade the 150K accounts, but 50K accounts would be the alternative for me. Which I'm trading 510. I was going to buy the Apex league, but once I found out you can't trade GC, I decided again. Yeah, that's right, man. I mean, GCs are your baby, so makes sense. Can you buy straight to funded account and also have an eval account? Absolutely, you can do both. Check on Mycos up 6,000 for the month. Mycos has changed my trading. 100%. Sizing properly is everything, man. That's why I think people are crazy when they say they're trading mass mini size. I trade with Top Step. I literally just said I traded with Top Step, guys. I'm not sure if you didn't hear me earlier. Yeah, intraday is a pain in the ass. If you can get over it with TPT though, they're solid accounts. Just Marty Trade just passed another Lucid eval account. Nice job. Shout out to you, man. You mentioned something earlier on how you trade intraday. What's your approach again? Minis. I just trade minis and I scalp 1R trades. What's the music mix? It's just a from a YouTube guy that does a lot of these types of different mixes. I'll just send it to you right there. If you do more one-on-one trades like me, intraday is not a big deal. Yeah, 100%. $135 per tick. That's freaking wild. Just hit your payout target, 5K. Nice work, Daz. Nice work. Are we having a potential reversal here? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see how we close here on the hour, guys. Structurally speaking, I wouldn't be longing this right now. This doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. What's my overall view on ES? I don't trade ES, but if we're comparing it to NQ, I'd say we're ranging right now. So I'm neither bull nor bear. Ah, we're at 200 thumbs up now, guys. All right. All right. Let's do it. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay. Four-hour what? 4-hour FIG? What the heck is that? I'm assuming you're trying to type in fair value gap. I don't trade fair value gaps. I don't even know what that is. All right, the giveaway bot is activated. Let's go. All right, while you guys are doing the giveaway here, let me grab some water. I'll be right back, guys. "13 seconds left, and then we're going to announce the winner, guys." All right, let's pick the winner here, guys. Winner is the 10 player. The 10 player, are you here? The 10 player. Are you here? Awesome, dude. Awesome. Reach out to me on Instagram, man. Send me the deets, and I will send you the code after this is over. The giveaway is for a 25K Tradeify growth account. These are one-day pass accounts. Get some sleep, nom-noms. Nice work today. Am I profitable every month? Pretty much I am. Yes, I am. What's going on, Pete? Zarov? I'm waiting to see price test down here before I take a trade. I'm not interested in taking anything. I already capitalized on a $2,200 trade earlier, so not interested in hopping into anything at this point. What's the way to get the giveaway? Well, we got to get more thumbs up on the chat. That's how we do the giveaway, guys. I'd like to get 300 thumbs up in the chat stream here, and maybe we can do a giveaway. No idea what SSL shelf is, but I am looking for a long trade down here. Thanks, Jake, man. Take it easy. I haven't had a red month in years. Jomar. Mayerm. Trading books that I would recommend. Honestly, there's a lot. Check my Instagram. If you scroll to the bottom of my Instagram, you'll see the books that I would recommend for you. What are my trading hours? Well, if you're talking about stream-wise, I stream between 10 to midnight Pacific Standard Time. If I'm talking about when I trade pretty much any time of the day. The only period of the day I rarely trade is the New York session. It's not to say that I don't trade it at all, but it's just seldom. I don't do it often. The zone's been on my chart for weeks. It's a larger time frame support and resistance. What's up, Home Depot, man? Doing good, man. Doing good. If you just logged on, you just missed my short earlier. For a quick second, I really thought I was the worst trade ever, but it ended up working in my favor. Thanks, Jomar. What do you think was stock picking in restaurant business? Stock picking. Daniel, expand your question a little bit more for me. You sent me a message on Instagram? All right. Player, I just responded back to you, man. Which area am I looking for a short? I'd like for us to hold beneath Globex if we want another short, but I don't know if we're going to get that right now, to be honest. Usually the last hour leading into London is pretty brutal, so we might not get really smooth price action. Please check my question. I have asked several times, no disrespect. What's your question? Finchminster. What's your question? What makes me want to short? Scroll back to my chart review. You'll know exactly why I want to short. We're ranging right now. We're ranging, right? But I'm looking for us to tag a little bit lower before we go higher. I'm a price action trader, Zaref. I'm looking to long off this channel down here, but we need to see how price reacts down here. I just stumbled across your page just now. I've just started trading London session due to work schedule. Can you give me a rough breakdown of your strategy? Jacob, I'm a price action trader. I trade price action, levels, structure, multi-time frame analysis, top-down analysis, that type of stuff. Cheyenne, yeah, it's just an old one. Technically speaking, it's invalidated already, but it's been respecting quite well, so I'm holding on to it for now. No, I don't invest in restaurants as far as stock picks go. The only stock that I hold on to that's restaurant related is McDonald's. How was your boy feeling about the 365 still? Ways to go. She's okay. She's okay. We're making things work on our end. How would you trade 250k Apex with 65? Intraday trade. I'll just trade with minis. 1R trades, man. Finchminster, I'm not sure when you asked that question because this is the first time I've seen your question. So if you were asking a question when everyone was spamming the chat for the giveaway, that's probably why I never saw your question. Thanks, Mayor. What is price action trading? All I can say is Google, man. It's price. I trade based on where price is moving on the chart. That's what I look at. It's not that I'm trying to sound like I don't want to explain, but it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. I look for where price is respecting and I trade based on what price is doing. When plotting my fixed volume profile and trading view, should I be plotting GC or MGC when trading MGC? First and foremost, I don't use volume profile. Second, if you're trading MGC, it would make sense that you would plot MGC, right? That just kind of seems natural to me. Do I trade news? No, it's not my edge, so I don't usually touch it. What makes you think we're going to drop to that area? Just from price. Again, just back to talk about price action, right? Like you can see already, we've already been down there, right? We've been down there earlier today. That's exactly where I mentioned that we would have longed here. And one of my students absolutely capitalized on that long trade earlier as well. So I think retesting back down there makes sense. Especially that was also our New York low. There you go. Lil Joe made his comment about plotting GC instead. I don't use volume profile, so naturally that seems kind of weird to me because again I don't know how it works, but it seems odd to not chart the asset you're actually trading. But maybe there's a difference in how volume profile get used, so you could listen to Lil Joe there. Ramoy, both. I did both. I trade 1 to 2R primarily majority of the time, and then I'll take bigger ones than that once in a while. Can I just go through the chart review, Gogu Trades? I did the chart review earlier on. I don't want to re-explain it for the guys who already heard me say it earlier, so you'll just have to pull back to my stream earlier on. Stop loss, Poppy. It's fair. I mean, honestly, I'm already providing a lot, to be honest. So I just don't want to keep repeating myself over and over again. I don't use Bookmap, not because I don't like it, just because I'm not really too sure much about it. Like I don't have enough awareness around that for me to know. But I know one of the guys, Joel, uses it in the Rach Discord. Eric Laud. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. If that's how it generally works, I guess that makes sense. Makes sense, Lil Joe. It should be in the YouTube. The Rake Trades Discord should be in the YouTube, but I'll use the bot to send it out here. Hold on. Oh yeah, Ramoy, I'm higher than 50% win rate. I'll show you my stats. Give me a second here. This is my current month so far. This is my last month. If you take a look at dashboard wise, this is my stats so far this month. Hopefully that answers your question. Sorry about all the blinking. My eyes just really dried out right now. Mitch M. Yeah, right, man. You do pretty good, man. You do pretty good. I trade more on my own than I do on stream. This is the period that I'm streaming right now doesn't always offer a lot of good opportunity. Generally speaking, if you're going to trade the Asia session, the first 4 hours of Globex often offers quite a bit of a move. So a lot of the price takes place there. I don't remember anymore on that question about psychology, because on my YouTube, I posted a lot of different videos when over the last year. I don't know. I feel like I have talked about psychology quite a few times in a lot of them, so. Miss Basil, Miss Basila. If you're talking futures, I trade prop firms. I trade options on my personal. MDC, man. It's prop firms though, man. It's all good, dude. It's different. It's different kinds of trading too, right? Depending on how you go about it. I don't actually, to be perfectly honest, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know how that number gets added up in its formula, because I just upload my trades, right? So I don't really know how the platform formulates everything. Juan, I do have my own YouTube channel, but I don't. Ever since I started streaming on Project 365, I actually don't post much there as much. I only post it once in a while. So, but I'll put the YouTube here though, just for you guys. Dingus donkey. Yeah, I'm a business consultant. I work with restaurants across the country. What percentage? It depends, ADHD. P&L can be so... What's that word? I want you to think about it this way, ADHD. Here, that's a very good question, right? I want you to imagine if I took, let's just say day one on a TPT account, I made 2,000, okay? Now I'm over the buffer, right? Day two, I make another 2,000. Now on day two though, I withdraw that $2,000 payout. So I'm back to $2,000 as a drawdown. Next day, I make $1,000 and then I withdraw that again. Then at the fourth day, I make $1,000 again and I withdraw that again. So now if you think about it, at this stage, P&L wise, I've made $6,000. Yeah, $6,000 on the P&L. And I've taken $4,000 in payout. Now by the fifth day, let's just say hypothetically, I blow that account. So $2,000 drawdown gone. P&L wise, I'm still up 4K. Even though my account's gone, I'm still up 4K and I've taken my payout as well. So sometimes the P&L can't tell the whole story either, especially if you're constantly taking payouts. It's not going to show the clarity, but that's also kind of the reason why I always take the payouts, because I personally don't want to risk remaining account money in that account if I don't have to. Is it not better to compound with correct risk management? I would say to each their own. I look at it from a statistical perspective. I buy a TPT Pro account I buy a TPT account for $127, 50K count size, take profit trader, code rate, 40% off. That's essentially what I got, right? I spent $127, and you guys saw this already because I talked about it yesterday, right? Newly funded account, take my trades, locked in, $1,000, $1,500 payout. So now I'm gonna take that payout, because why would I build on it? That $1,500 now pays that $127 investment times 10, right? So I'd rather pay myself and get my 10x ROI and focus on building that up over time versus be focused on building out my prop account. Because you also got to think about, what if the prop account one day just disappears? That money, you can't withdraw it anymore. So personally, for me, in the game of statistical numbers, I will take the payout 100% every time. The only time I ever held on to a volume amount of drawdown is if I'm trading an account that actually isn't allowed to take a payout for like 2-3 weeks. Then of course I'll build the account up. But if I have the ability to take the money out every day, I'm taking it out every day. I'm not building it up. If you were to ask me this question before Jeremy bought, I would have said growth. But I think the select plans are honestly more versatile than the growth accounts are. What is business consultant, please? What do you mean by that, Grogu Trades? PL says nothing of anything by itself. Oh yeah, I assume you meant PNL, MC. I prefer depositing 2K on an account, getting it to 5K, then taking out 2K, so I'm absolutely risk-free, then getting that account as high as I can, taking out half at every milestone, 10, 50K. Zaref, I'm assuming you're talking about a personal funded account, right? A personal funded account is treated differently from a prop firm account, right? Like I trade options and how I manage my financials differently. So when you ask me that question, I'm answering that question based on what the masses are following here right now, which is the prop firm trading. But usually when I trade options, what I'll always do is I'll pay myself half. That's what I always do. So when I ran up $126,000 in options profit last year, I basically said I start off with a 10K account. Say over the, in that day I made 2K, I withdraw 1K, I bank 1K. Next day I make 3K, I withdraw 1,500, I bank another 1,500. So I've always done it that way. That's how I grew my accounts. I take half every time, but I always pay myself. I don't keep the whole chunk in the account ever. So as long as every single day I have the ability to withdraw, I will always withdraw something. And that's on my personal funded Zaref. I have a 50K on the pass with 3K. How many minis micros per trade? Calvin, that's completely up to you, man. That question is completely up to your strategy. I can't tell you how much to risk. That's your choice. Restaurant businesses are generally single digits, man. 6 to 8% margin cash flow, net cash flow is generally what they operate under. No, I'm not like Gordon Ramsay. I'm yeah, no, I wouldn't say that. What's your best advice for a new trader like me? I mean, first and foremost, I don't know who you are, so I don't want to give. I can give you the most generic advice because that's pretty much what everyone gets, right? In that case, because without knowing who you are, it's tough to go about it. But find something that works, back test it, journal it, forward test it, and making sure that you follow your plan, man. Just greed is what kills everyone when it comes to trading. Yeah, I know, MDC, you're one of the real ones trading personal accounts only. But yeah, I mean, I don't like to leave it. I think that's just the way I look at it is that the more money you keep in your account, the more money you're keeping at risk, and it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? And by the way, guys, if you guys are wondering why I'm not taking a trade right now, this is exactly why. It's been 25 minutes, guys. 25 minutes. What have we done? What have we done? We have done nothing. We're literally in the same spot. A boss trades option. He keeps telling me looking into it. He says the return on different from futures and forex. Yeah, I can't speak to forex, but yeah, futures and on options are very different. Options' profit multiple can be insane, like insane, right? But the risk, obviously, in a lot of cases, can be very challenging to manage, especially with things like data decay and all that type of stuff. But yeah, man, options can be pretty wild, man. Like I've had moments where, and this has been a long time because I don't trade SPX anymore, but I remember taking 0 date expiration SPXs during power hour, and those things can run up crazy. Like I put in $500, I'm gonna walk away with $3,000. Like it's insane, right? And you can't get that kind of cash multiple in any other asset. Yeah, I mean, like I essentially work with restaurant entrepreneurs, and I provide guidance on how to either build out their business or scale their business. And I get the glory of eating while I'm at it too. I've never done that before, Alan Parker, actually. It's not something I've ever explored. There's one option platform, apparently. I think it's called Vanquish. I've never used it before, though. CSP. Musashi. I have no idea what CSP is. What is that? What's up, Hammer Trades? You do ETFs for stock and options. I am a long-term holder of ETFs and stocks, and I trade options. So I'm not really too sure your question, but hopefully that answers it. Ever eaten somewhere that made you real sick? I feel like everyone has at some point. Oh, while on business. Ooh, no. If you're talking about like while working with a client, have you ever gotten sick at a client's restaurant? No, that's never happened. I see. Musashi, no. The answer is no. I've never done it before. Sup, GA? That's wild, Andrew. Usually it's the opposite. People struggle most with options and they do better with futures. Yeah, Ron, I will. So a lot of the times what I'll do is when I give feedback on food, I'll give the feedback based on just flavor profile, things like that, texture, like nothing to do with my preferences, but I'll give them my take on it. And then obviously I'll give them my biased opinion as well on it. But it is part of my assessment when I work with restaurant entrepreneurs. Yeah, MDC, I'm not gonna lie. When I first started trying to learn options, I tried learning all about the Greeks and all that stuff, but after a while I just gave up on it. I just like, you know what, screw this. Am I preparing for a large sell-off? No, I'm not. We're still ranging in my opinion. Goku Trades, I don't even know where you're from, man. But yeah, I mean, technically speaking, that's my gig. I work with Russian entrepreneurs. It is true. I would, if I was working with a client, I would be eating free technically. Not always though. I guess like I'm pretty respectful about stuff like that. Like if I go to a client's restaurant, I will pay for my food all the time. I'm not looking for freebies. Because in the end of the day, it's just doesn't seem right when you're supporting a business. But however, obviously, if a client's like, let's say, creating a new recipe and wants my opinion, then absolutely, that's generally free. Yeah, let's see what London does, man. Damn, it's like half an hour. We're just sitting here. Nicolay. Good morning, good evening on my side here. You mentioned earlier you don't trade much neither. Is there a reason you prefer London? I trade Asia actually the most. London is my secondary. I don't trade New York just because of family and business. That's where I prioritize my time. Can you copy trade Macaguda? Absolutely. Every prop firm has the capability of doing that. You just copy trade on Trade8, or if you want to subscribe to thing like Trade Syncer or like what's the other one called? I'm drawing a blank right now, but there's a lot of different copy traders that you can use if you want to. I think greed kind of comes and goes. I don't think you ever really completely remove yourself from greed. But I would say for the most part, I've been better controlled with greed control for the past 2.5 years. Alan Parker, it takes about 24 hours. So after the New York session closes, there'll probably be about a 5-hour gap after it closes before it updates on the dashboard. The dashboard's pretty archaic. Can I ask what type of opportunity are you looking for, waiting for? Are you talking about like the trades? I'm looking for either to see if we can find a strong failure down at this channel area for longs, or if we get a clean break and retest to the downside. Trade copy. Oh yeah, that's another copy trading account. That's right. No problem, Makuda. Why is your data delayed? My data's not delayed. Santiago. My data is definitely not delayed. My man Daniel, man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Why do I have 282 marked and 266? Why do I have it marked? They're areas of interest for me. Gold, I find that actually overnight moves better than New York, personally. I look at the 2-minute candle so I can see the most activity in its price, but I leverage multiple time frames when I execute. Thanks. You guys can also follow along on the journey. I do post every here and there about food and trading on my Instagram. Am I confident in today's market structure? What do you mean by that? I've traded it multiple times today, if that answers the question. Yeah, gold's been just consolidating here. It's been interesting. Definitely getting bearish vibes from gold. Can you tell me your entry point for the short or the long if it reverses? Well, I'll show it on stream if I decide to take anything. I don't use Bookmap now. Vernati, did you hit your type profit now? I think you said you were shooting for 300, right? 300 just got hit. Nice for Natty. Armgun vlogs. Day trading is day trading. The terminology of day trading just implies you are taking trades within a day, short period of time, frequency in and out. So it's not a manager of. It's not a point of the time of day. So night trading isn't actually really a thing. It's day trading. So you're either going to trade the Asia, the London, the New York. Just depends on what period of the day you'd like to trade and your preference. I am tired, man. I am tired. I mean, this week especially, because on top of all the things I already do on an everyday basis, I'm also teaching my new cohort of students this week and next week. So extra hours, man. Extra hours. Took an NQ long. All right. Seems a little premature, but wish you best of luck. We need to get to 300, Marco, but we're not there yet. With funded futures? What's funded futures? That funded futures family? Is that my funded futures? Which one are you referring to? Funded Futures Network. I've never traded with them, so I don't know anything about them. What's your trading strategy? I trade price action, my friend. I feel like you asked this question earlier. I trade price action. I could trade reversals. I could trade trends. Just really depends on what the market is offering me. That's true, guys. We have 290 thumbs up right now. We need 10 more to do the giveaway, guys. Yeah, man. There's nothing. I know it's boring. I know everyone's just wanting me to take a trade right now, but there's nothing for me to take right now. Where can I get a trading found? What's that? The Globex opened today at 419, you said? Globex definitely did not open at 419 today. So I'm not too sure where you got that from. Oh, we're at 300. Nice. All right, guys. We'll do another giveaway, guys. All right, giveaway bot is active. Daniel, I'm waiting for us to put a strong failure down here at this channel for us to take longs, assuming we get it. I mean, it's not looking too great at the moment, so. Furry dude, my channels, again, hourly, daily, weekly, you're just looking for support and resistance, man. It's just support and resistance on the chart. I'll be right back, guys, while you guys are doing this giveaway. This price action is really slow right now anyways. All right, we got a winner. Let's see who we got here. Gold Roger. Gold Roger. I'm probably butchering your name right now. Are you here? You looking for gold longs right now? I don't know if gold longs is the play, man. It looks more bearish than it does bullish at the moment. Gold Roger, I don't see you guys. If you're not going to respond in the next 10 seconds, I'm giving the account to someone else. Eric, it depends on price, action, and structure for me. All right. Hit up my DMs. And I will send you the code after this. Yeah, we did. He responded. Look at that! Look at that reaction at 29,282, eh? The lowest time frame that I will go is 2 minutes. I will not go lower than 2 minutes. Yeah, gold looks brutal, man. You're asking what account you on? Did you not hear what I said earlier? Just hit my DMs on Instagram. I'll send it to you later. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. I've never traded Heiken-Ashi before. Do you prefer it? Alan, when you go short and long at the same time, it's called a schlong. That's so random, Randy. That's so random. Would I ever trade consolidation? Yeah, I'd scalp. I'd scalp consolidation. I'm just not interested in doing it right now. I've had quite a few wins today already. Not looking to take a loss to force a trade. Well, this reaction is literally taking place exactly at that 282 spot that I had on my chart, so. But I'm not interested in taking this right now, man. We're at 10 minutes until London opens. $282 is a spot on the chart that I've been watching. Again, I'm always looking, when I trade price action, we're just essentially looking for where we believe price has been respected the most, right? You can absolutely lose your edge. You can absolutely lose it. It's like a skill, right? I think that for whatever the reason, if you lose touch with yourself as who you are as a person, you can absolutely lose your edge. Daniel, yeah, man. Yeah, I know Brian Garcia, man. Was solid. How do you find what it's going to respect 282? We don't ever know, right? I think that like there's never true like I personally don't think you can ever know exactly where price is going to react. You look at price overall on larger time frames and you see where you have seen the most respect, and you take your chances at it. It's essentially what you're doing, right? Everyone keeps asking why 282. There's no silver bullet, guys. It's just price that's been respected multiple times. And I talked about this on my chart review early on, right? So if you guys were here for the chart review, I talked about that already. How would you go about learning to trade if you started again tomorrow? Honestly, there's a reason why I offer mentorship for people, because I personally think that if I could have turned the clock, I would have much rather paid someone to guide me through the trenches, because it would shave you half the time. And honestly, in my early days, the amount of money that I spent on market tuition alone, it probably would have been better off spending it with someone that could actually coach me. No, Globex Open is Globex Open. Asia Open is Asia Open. Those are two different time frames, or two different time spots. Globex opens at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Asia opens at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. P&L is good, man. Up on all my Top Step accounts today, up on my TPT Pro account today, and up on my 10-4 account as well. So green all across the board. No losing trades today. Not yet, anyways. Jane Bond, that has to be a joke, right? Reach out to me on DMs on Instagram. Nice. Jin Kiyoshi. That's awesome, man. Stay patient, man. Make sure you trade your plan, okay? Don't overdo it. Don't take garbage trades just for the sake of it. Nice, nice. Tradeify is a great prop, man. Yeah, I like, that's why I prefer the Asia Open. Yeah, I know. I always find people are interesting, right? Because they'll always say like, you know, your time's expensive, and it's like you gotta understand that I run businesses, and when I say business, I'm not talking about social media business. I'm talking like restaurant industry businesses, right? And I take care of my mom, who's not mentally well, right? I take care of my grandma, who's getting really old. I'm a husband. I'm a father, right, to my kids, and I'm a trader. So if someone wants my time, you're eating into that time, right? You're eating into my time to sleep or my time to spend with my kids. So yes, of course it's going to cost. I always find it interesting when people just think, and I get it, because I think there's a lot of scammers out there and there's a lot of skepticism, so I totally get it. But when people say, like, you know, if you're good at trading, why would you charge time to teach? I mean, first and foremost, I'm doing the stream for free for you guys right now, so that's education in itself, right? But if you want to work directly with me and you're taking my time away from my mom, my grandma, my kids, my wife, yeah, that's going to cost something, absolutely, right? Especially when you're talking to a trader that literally makes thousands on the daily, right? So that's a conversation in itself. So yes, I prefer Asia a lot more than London, which is much clean price action, at least for my strategy. Yeah. You know what, honestly, before the Trump and the war and all that stuff, gold was very solid for Asia and London. Like, there were some very clean trend moves that you would see often. Hey, ride guy, one step closer, man. You know what it is, though? I get it, though, Randy. They're just... It's unfortunate. You know how they say that the bad ones ruin it for the good ones? There's just so many skeptical people out in the space, right? That's the reason why. Right, so... 2 minutes until open, guys. If we truly want to look at this as a potential higher low setup, we'll need to hold that. The market is not crashing, guys. It's just a pull down. Any questions about mentorship, just reach out to me on Instagram, please. It's true, Ron. It gets boring. I snack. Well, it's just grapefruit, guys. I'm eating my snacks that I bought for my kids. All right, here we go. Hey Jay, he does, but again, don't expect that paying for streamers is going to be like a thing that's going to be like a lucrative thing. Asia and London, man. Halloween. Halloween's when I gain weight, man. I rotate between NQ and gold, but depends. Depends on what prices do, man. I like NQ more primarily, but I do enjoy trading gold. If we were talking about like the New York session, I definitely would trade NQ over gold. I don't trade gold often over New York. How much in payouts total? GT trades are total like this month, this year, all time. Sorry, depends on your question. I'll decide how I answer that question. I am gonna be logging off here soon, guys, because I gotta get some sleep, man. I'm tired. Well, sorry, I have some stuff to do. I gotta do first before I go to sleep, but I'm gotta head out here soon. Like to see if we set up here. This year and all time. I'll share with you. There you go. It's on the screen. GT trades. That's this year, and that's my all-time. Mentorship is about coaching people to be the best versions of themselves. So it's not always just about my strategy. People want to learn my strategy. Sure, great, right? But it is more so about coaching. Like I have students that trade all different styles: SMC, ICT, orb strategies. You know, all the different kinds of strategies. It really comes down to what people like, right? People like to trade Fibonacci retracement strategies, right? I've been trading for 6 years. If you were to ask my R average now these days, these past year and a half, I would say I majority average between 1 to 2 R now. And I will still shoot for those bigger trades. And those who know I do. I just don't take them as often as I used to anymore. Just because for prop firm accounts, there's not a lot of benefit in me doing that. To be honest, in most cases, because a lot of accounts do have caps and consistencies and all that type of stuff, right? But yeah, I mean, I've shared on trades before. I've captured 200-point trade, 300-point trades before. I'm not in a trade in Nakuda. I'm not, no. If we look at the FF indicator right now as well, we're actually, we rejected the 2-minute trigger line there. Don't fail the failed breakout. I don't copy trade GT trades. I trade individual accounts. It wasn't only until recently that I started copy trading top step accounts, just more so just out of the conversation around streams and also just some of the students and what have you. But my primary accounts, like my 10-4 accounts, my take profit trader accounts, I trade them individually. I don't copy trade. Jinkyoshi, it's something that I've subscribed to. It's called the FF indicator. I don't actually know like what formulates what it does. Yeah, I like your gold short idea there, Ron. Yeah, gold shorts look good, man. Yeah, GC's short was clean. That was a clean trade there, Ron. I know. Alright guys, man, I am gonna hit the hay. Well, I gotta top some things out and then gonna hit the hay here, guys. But as always, guys, thanks for tuning in here, guys. I will be here again tomorrow, back at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, man. You guys take it easy tonight, okay? Don't do anything too crazy. Don't force any trades, gang.